Good morning, everyone. As you know, we moved up to West Palm last week and it makes such a big difference to be on anchor again. Absolutely love it. But now we are ready to start our rail project. But the thing is, our rails are down in the stainless that we need is still down in Fort Lauderdale. So we're going to head down today and go get the pieces we need.
It's gonna be a bit of a mission.
Yeah.
Trains and cars, and we have a friend bringing the long pieces up. We gotta go down and pick the short pieces, the little stanchion bases up.
Yeah.
It's gonna be interesting, but 'tis life. Let's rock and roll.
The good thing is there is a train that goes from West Palm all the way to Miami, so we're going to be able to take, the Brightline. And let's go get an Uber and get to the train station. This is so cool. This has got to be the nicest lounge I've ever been on waiting for transportation. Every booth we are in has like USB ports and there's like a little cafe and it's just so clean and neat. I love it. We're seat 1 and 2.
No, seat 2.
Yep.
We're gonna pick up the rest of our stainless bits.
How you doing?
Good. We had an order that's supposed to be here. Someone give us a ride there, so.
You're blogging?
Absolutely.
Yeah, hi, this is
Hi.
Stefan Dan. We buy, sell, and trade.
Please play me. I can try.
Can you actually, can you physically play the piano?
That's what they do when they have like piano sessions. And
Take a curtsy.
You say I only play one song, and it's this fabulous song. No, that was great.
It's not that heavy.
No.
I have to put this in my backpack. Woo, that's heavy. It's got to be like 30 pounds of stainless. The stanchion bases and the tops and the pieces that we're going to use to make cabin top rails. We have 1-inch tube as well that we're going to use to make the stanchions and the cabin top rails. But since we're taking the train back, our friend is actually going to bring those up in a van tomorrow. So that's pretty cool. It's the last errand we need to run today, so we are going to head back to West Palm. Now we're just waiting for another Uber. Take up.
Good morning. Today is nice and calm and it's beautiful sunrise, so I think we're gonna go on a bit of a sunrise adventure.
In your purple Toyota, the morning is waking slow and the traffic's not moving.
it turns out you can't beach a dinghy with the motor on the island either, so we just moved around to the docks. There's like a bunch of little docks here, and we're just gonna paddle around from there.
Ready?
Yeah.
Taking all for granted, nothing's ever enough. Nothing's ever enough. Oh, and it's all going faster. You can't get a hold of things, and you're longing, and searching for something more. You try to remember all the good things that your mama told you. It turns around, you see.
The tide is completely out.
45 minutes ago we were paddleboarding right here, and now there's no more water.
That was a lot of fun. I think it's really cool that there are a couple islands around here that you can go explore. And the best part is you can't go with a motor. So they give us docks and you can go explore by feet or with a paddleboard or a kayak. So you don't have to worry about motorboats running you over. So, and it's cool that the island is really clean. They keep it clean. I just saw the 4 ocean guys just zip around picking up stuff. So yeah, but that was our activity of the day. Also, Stefan is bringing our stainless tubes from Fort Lauderdale for us today, so we should go pick those up.
And then we can start on our Lifeline project.
Yay!
Ready to go get some work done today?
Yeah.
All right.
Let's do that. I love how light this is. Just pick it up.
Special delivery. Pipes from Fort Lauderdale. Hello.
Sweet. So we put it in the car and it was like sticking out to here. I'm like, that's not gonna work. We're in America right now.
Thanks for bringing it, buddy.
So they have this orange PDF. They put this orange PDF here. I'm like, the one was longer than 20 feet.
Really?
Yeah, much longer.
Weird.
Very welcome.
All right, man. Have fun on Magic. And,
You too.
we'll see you when we get back.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Get out of here with your shaggin' wagon. I feel like we got some bonus. Some of these might be longer. Peace.
Action.
All right, guys. Well, it started pouring rain outside, so we can't really do much work out on deck today. But I can explain our sort of overall plan. And now that we have all of the pieces here, I can kind of show you what we're talking about. So we picked up at Sailorman's yesterday were all of these stainless bits. We've got these like 30-degree pieces that are going to be for our cabin top handrails on the outside and the inside. We're going to have 2 going on the outside and then 2 sistering on the inside. So they're going to bolt to each other like this through the deck. And then the rail will bend just a little bit and go across. So those are going to be our cabin top rails. All these bits are 316 stainless, so they shouldn't rust ever. And then we've got these stanchion bases, which are super duper beefy. We had actually planned and designed to have custom stanchion bases made, but they're quite expensive to do that with all this intricate details and then polishing it all. Because we were always pretty disappointed with factory made sort of run-of-the-mill stanchion bases like the ones we found at West Marine. But these ones you can get at Sailorman's. You can order them, I think, on Defender as well. And they're super thick. The base is 3/16 of an inch, might even be a quarter. And they look like they're gonna last pretty well. They also have a very slight angle to them, which means when they're sitting on the deck, the stanchion actually comes straight up because our deck slants down a little bit. So we got a whole bunch of those. We're gonna use those for the bow pulpit and the push pit. And each individual stanchion is gonna have one of these and they're gonna be bolted through, which is pretty sweet. And then for now, we have these little bimini tops that are going to sit on top of the actual stanchion, and we're going to run Dyneema through. That's just to get us started, because the first phase is just the stanchions and their pedestal sort of bases and bolting them through the deck. Long-term goal is to have that continuous stainless rail and to replace our bow pulpit and our push pit. And when we do that, we'll pop these bimini ends off and then weld the rail to the top. So overall, it's going to look kind of like this. So stanchion base goes on the bottom. This is going to be about 27 inches or so, which means our knees will be underneath it so we can lean up against it and brace ourselves. This is the little bimini top, and somewhere about halfway through we're going to be strapping some Dyneema as the center line. and we'll probably get a little tube welded through there, because the other option is to have a little loop welded on the outside, but that's kind of seems like something that's really easy to either hit on the outside or hit on the inside. So I think we're just gonna have a tube welded through. But this is the overall idea. This is one of our stanchions sort of put together. And we'll be able to install these pretty soon. And then go around and we're actually gonna weld the joint here, weld a tube through the middle for the Dyneema, and take these set screws out and weld them as well. So it's gonna be very, very solid. Well, now that we've kind of gone over the pieces, let me try to explain how we're gonna do this in phases, because we'd love to do the whole thing all at once, but I don't think that's really gonna happen. So, we've got a little bit of ocean here, and then we've got a sailboat. Alright, that's our sailboat. Right now we have our little bow pulpit. It looks just like that. And we have some sort of stern thing that looks kind of like that, with like a crazy frickin' Bimini solar panel thing on top of it. And that's it. We don't have any actual lifelines. So the first phase is going to be going along and putting little pedestals and fiberglassing flat spots onto the deck, and then adding these actual stanchions. And then for now, we're just going to be running a piece of Dyneema through the top and a piece of Dyneema through the bottom. That way we can get the stanchions installed, we can get the bases done, and then we can go around and actually paint the bright sides and paint the non-skid on the deck, and we'll be kind of done for now. That's phase 1. Phase 2 is going to be to actually get a proper bow pulpit made. Probably going to go a little bit more like this. And then a proper push pit. I think these aft stanchions are probably going to go up like this, across the cockpit, and then back down on the other side. And that's going to create sort of like an arch to hold up the solar panels. And it's probably going to be made out of like 1.25 inch tube instead of 1 inch. There'll probably be a rail like that maybe. I'm not sure. That also may be where we board. That might be where there's like a ladder or something. And then the final phase is going to be to go ahead and get a continuous rail bent and welded all the way around the whole boat. We're going to leave that middle line Dyneema, but the bow pulpit and the push pit might happen while we're here in Florida, but it might also happen when we come back from the Bahamas in the spring and then do the rail then as well. Now, the main reason that we're going to be doing it in phases like this is because we know we can get the stanchions and the bases done now, and then we can get the non-skid and stuff done. But now that we kind of have an overall plan, we know we're also not going to be moving these stanchions. So when we go ahead and get the bow pulpit, the push bit, the arch, everything made, we're not going to have to go back and rip it all off and do it again. Our main focus right now is to get out of Florida and get over to the Bahamas. And then once we come back, we'll be able to kind of do all this in the spring as we go up following the melting snow. As soon as it stops raining, we'll go and mark the deck and figure out where all the stanchions are going to be installed. But that's the overall plan. So we're pretty excited to get started on this project. It's been a long time in the making. This shirt, my In No Hurry to Go Anywhere Ever shirt, is now for sale on our website. So click down in the description, sailingyuma.com/store. These are now for sale along with our Don't Buy a Couch t-shirts. We've got a couple of different colors available. So head on over there, buy one, because let's be honest, none of us are in a hurry to go anywhere ever. And we'll see you guys next time. Cheers.